We'll do a little bit of an intro. This is the very first edition. I'm Ali.
I'm HD.
We have to understand the times that we're living in. So this is just an opportunity for us to share, some of our perspective.
We all got our views on what's happening right now, whether good or bad, whether we should feel happy about it, be mad about it, or just be indifferent. And, we reserve the right to sound like idiots too. We just simply having conversations that you and your friends probably have already. So why not just share our conversations with everybody else, and maybe you could put what we say into the mix of yours. So the collective consciousness can build together and not necessarily all be on one accord, but at least be aware of what's out there.
So first topic, what's our first topic?
Charlottesville.
Charlottesville. I want to know what your take is on Charlottesville, because we haven't talked about this yet.
I like this. I don't care. The element that we saw show up in Charlottesville to protest the statue, we already knew existed. The reaction to it should not have been a reaction from my people. White supremacy is a problem that white people allowed to fester and become what it became.
Malcolm said it best. He said, white people have to clean up their own house. If they're not willing to clean up their own house, they don't deserve a house. Because at the end of the day, they out there talking about you will not replace us, and that ain't got nothing to do with us. I mean, whatever it is the case may be that they feel like they're getting replaced by, that ain't on us. I was watching it yesterday where they were out there, some of the whatever, alt-right or Nazis. They were using language that a revolutionary socialist would use. And they were talking about, the bourgeoisie and the state and this and the corporations and the elite and things like that. And what's so crazy about it is, they are probably more aligned to what they view as the left than they realize, because there's a common enemy, and that is the strength of the rulers, is to keep people divided. They're getting pushed out of the way, and by the same people who have held us down, since we got here. But they mad at the wrong people. And then we mad at the wrong people if we mad at them. But we need to, one, understand, the real situation. And we need to stay out the way, because it ain't our issue.
And what's funny? I was having a conversation with my daughter. She's 15. She's the one that brought it to my attention. I didn't even know what was going on. She sent me a text, a little news alert. I'm like, what's that? And it was like a Trump little headline on there. And I said something about Trump. She's like, nah, the other one about the white supremacist protest. Because I explained to her, they're panicking.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with being replaced in government and jobs. It has to do with the fact that white supremacy is dying a natural death. White supremacy is on life support only because it's hard to justify that stance for many reasons. For many reasons. But the fact that you saw white on white crimes during that protest, and I pointed out to her, they started protesting when we stopped protesting. Once we stopped saying, treat us right, give us justice, and we just turned our attention inward, that's when they started panicking. Now, if we can get everybody else, come on back, don't worry about that, let them handle their house.
Right.
You come on over here and help clean our house and build this house with us. Continue to dig the hole for them to bury themselves in.
Because we're in a war. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's warfare right now.
So on that note, though, you think we are at war? Because I've thought that way, but when I take a step back out of the white supremacist perspective of things, I don't believe we are. I think they're at war. They're at war with us for just existing.
Right.
We don't have to go to war to win.
I think it's war, whether we're engaging or not, it's still war. From their perspective.
From their perspective.
So war is being waged against us, and then we determine, whether to engage, how we engage, or if we just focus on surviving and existing. And
you got a point. How we engage. Yeah.
Right.
What did you all think about Trump's comments on Charlottesville?
I'm honestly gonna say I was a little surprised at how upfront he was about it.
I have been a fan of Trump since the primaries. I thought this was going to be the best for our country, the best, more importantly, for my people.
Yeah.
and he is not disappointing. Bravo, Trump. As David Duke said, thank you for telling the truth.
Right, exactly.
This is going to be good for the country.
We were afraid of Trump because we thought we had a nice, pretty house. And we did from the outside, but you walk in that house, the electricity, you ain't gonna touch the switch because it's gonna get shot. The pipes are liable to burst at any minute and flood the place. Ain't nobody took the trash out in years. It stunk up in there. With Trump in there,
You turn all the lights on.
yeah, the roaches went running. You know, he finna light a match and the whole, actually he didn't even gotta light the match. The people that live in that house that's causing the funk, that caused the home to deteriorate is gonna burn that house down with tiki torches. You got the white people that was socking white supremacists in the jaw, along with us and everybody else that's in their right mind. We can come together and build this country back up instead of trying to defend this pretty home without electricity and bad plumbing. I wanted him in there to burn this house down. And he is doing so with tiki torches. So I love it. I love Trump. Thank you, Trump.
So if this society falls, though, it's like if the house falls and I'm living in the house, that judgment isn't coming for us. But if we refuse to separate ourselves, we're like this. I'm with you, right, man?
Mm-hmm. We sick, boss.
We sick.
Do you see yourself as attached to
Me,
him like
hell
that?
no.
Okay.
But a lot of people are.
I'm not.
Right.
I think we know a large group of people that are not.
Yeah.
And we know a large people that are.
Right.
But then within that, there's a portion within that group that are working on the way of not becoming.
Yeah.
You know, a few eggs got to get cracked to make an omelet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not everybody's going to make it.
Right. I got you. You know what I mean?